Alright, everybody, welcome to episode number 48 of our local to global run in TNA Wrestling. We start off in the month of December, 1 month ago to the end of the year. Finances, a big red number here, but that was also because we had a lot of morale issues that we took care of. Hopefully, shaky on that, but we'll see. Oh yeah, Brock's pleased. Some people are happy, some people are not. Charlie Haas is pissed. Because he wasn't on No Surrender. I thought about putting him up there, but I decided against it. Because that storyline started to get a little cold. Now it's hot again, so that's nice to see. So yeah, we're going to jump right into it. My goal here, because we haven't been getting a lot of popularity points anywhere. And what I mean by that, it's not like, oh, it ticks over another from 51 to 52. I just mean like we haven't been gaining anything for a while now. So I am kind of curious if that is a result of, well, I ran 20 shows in September. There's only 10 days. There's only 30 days in the month of September, so I'm hoping that's what it was. And after a month or two of a normal schedule, it'll go back to us gaining points every time. But we'll just have to see. And the only way we'll see is when we get around and do it. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go book TNA Explosion number 47, and I'll be right back. All right, welcome to TNA Explosion number 47, held in front of 1,100 people. That's the third show in a row. It's been 1,100. We start off the show with a promo between Dwayne Johnson and Jeff Jarrett. The Rock is the one who starts the promo. He's in the ring talking about his role as being one of the people on the board of directors or being co-owner or whatever the hell. He does not agree with most of what Jarrett does, but he likes the idea that they have to earn their shot, and that it's got to go through, like the people up top choose who it is. And that's when Jarrett comes out and goes, yeah, the people up top make the matches, and then who wins those matches gets the shot. You can't just give it to somebody, which is what you're planning to do. Essentially, Jarrett says, when the new year comes around, you have to win a match to become the number one contender. Not only that, he doubles down and says, and Rocky, you will not be involved with the matchmaking decisions anymore. And Dwayne's like, And that's the end of the promo. We got up a stupid promo. Bob Holly comes out, wins a match just to have him out there. When the hell did he ever do the Falcon Arrow? I don't remember him doing that. I remember him doing the Alabama Slam, though. He beats Chad Collier 56. We then cut to the back where Lance Cade and Tomko are trying to get ready for their match. Dwayne Johnson comes in and tries to talk to them. Lance Cade is like checked out of this whole angle. Tomko's kind of there. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. The Rock is selling this as much as he can. 77 segment rating. He's trying to tell him, you need to do this, you need to win, otherwise we're not going to have any power. Unfortunately, they don't win. America's Most Wanted comes out, and they beat the number one contenders. And again, they grab a mic and say, we should be in that match. We should be the number one contenders. We should have that opportunity. We want in. We then go to a segment where you have Batista walking sullenly in the back. Because, yeah, he's been kicked out of the Vision, but he also went against the company. So he's got, no friends at all. He goes out for his match with Mitsuharu Misawa, who comes out, and Mitsuharu Misawa beats him, a 53 segment rating, and they have no chemistry, despite having a great wrestling match. We then followed up with the penultimate promo of the night, I believe. AJ Styles and CM Punk. It's kind of both promos are happening almost back-to-back, if not at the same time. Styles and Punk talk amongst themselves. They're getting each other ready, and they head off to the ring. It cuts over to the Vision's locker room, where Tomko and Lance Cade are in the background. They're not doing too hot. Dwayne's again mad. He looks at Cena and Russ. You better do it. And you could tell that the vibe of the Vision went from just a couple of months ago where it was like, oh, we're on top of the world, no one can beat us, to now it's like Dwayne is, he wants that power. He doesn't want to lose it. And it's like, hey, as long as my guys have the title, I have some semblance of power. Now they don't have the titles anymore. Uh-oh, that's kind of a problem. They go out and they have a Awry. Oh! Oh, fuck. Okay. AJ tore his rotator cuff. Okay. Uh-huh. God, please be an injury you can work through. Please be an injury you can work through, because if it's not, I have to make some changes. Yeah, no shit. He tore his rotator cuff. He was still the best part of that match. Off. The match was designed to tell us an injury to AJ meant an audible was called to the finish, and the finish was changed on the fly. CM Punk hit John Cena with the Pepsi plunge and won the match. That's not what I wanted to see. Hey, we got the bips though. we got the bips. Oh no. He's gone for a year. Oh no. God, I hope that surgery does something. Oh, that's not good. We lost $2,000 and our main guy is gone. Oh, this. Okay. That guy looks like Gabe Newell. Alright, Styles, was a complete success. He'll now be back in 255 days. So that took 100 days off of that. Oh no. He's gone. He's gone. Son of a bitch. That's not what I wanted to have happen. Okay, so Styles is gonna be gone for a while. He's gonna have to give up the title. So we're gonna put AJ in the booth. We're not gonna do that right away. That's where we're going to. So that way at least AJ is being used. All right, everybody. Welcome to TNA Explosion number 48. We start off the show. AJ Styles comes out. He's in he got a cast, but he's got a brace on his arm. Can't move it because, he just had surgery on it from the torn rotator cuff. He comes out, he cuts a promo saying how he had finally made it back to the top of the mountain. He didn't want to give it up like this. And because he has to, and because of his injury, he will not be able to wrestle for a year. And as such, because he cannot perform the duties of being a fighting champion, he has to vacate the championship, and he gives it over to the referee or whoever's at ringside, not Jeff Jarrett, not The Rock. And then he announces the very next match, which is the returning Motor City Machine Guns, and Bobby Roode comes back with Team Canada. A lot of returning individuals. Great gimmicks all around. A 47 segment rating, despite the fact that Eric Young was rusty. I'm fine with that. I've had him forever. I've never used him. Now Bobby Roode's back in Team Canada, so it's not just Steen, Young, and El Generico with Scott D'Amore. So there we go. Along with that, we then go to the Vision promo. John Cena was the contender for the title for this month. The Rock is saying that he should just be declared the champion again. Jeff Jarrett goes, no. We luckily, despite how the horrible situation, we do have a failsafe here. And that failsafe is the fact that we already had a number one contender for January. That number one contender being Brock Lesnar. So Brock Lesnar, instead of getting his shot in January, is getting his shot this Sunday at Final Resolution, taking on John Cena, and that will be your main event for the World Heavyweight title. Not only that, they have a tag team match tonight. They have to go out and get their own partners. And The Rock goes, cool, I got him. Don't worry about it. And Lesnar with Jim Cornette at the commentary table is saying, like, and Lesnar will have his, I got my guy, don't worry. We then followed up with a promo between Tonko and CM Punk. And a halfway decent match between Tonko and CM Punk. I didn't really have any promo for this. It was just kind of like, okay, well, I want Punk to beat somebody, and might as well be Tonko. Speaking of Tonko, Jarrett comes out and he announces that at the pay-per-view, in light of what's happened, he feels like he needs to make it up to the people that they will not see their champion. And the heart and soul of TNA, he is not going to be competing at that pay-per-view. So to make up for that, he has decided he is going to expand the tag team championship match. It will now be the champions, the Culture Club, defending their titles against the Brainbusters, America's Most Wanted, and the Motor City Machine Guns in a fatal 4-way ladder match for the TNA World Tag Team Championships. Cena comes out and he introduces his tag. I'm dying. I can't even believe I'm about to say this. Oh, he's announcing his tag team partner, Kit Montana, and out comes Billy Gunn for the first time in TNA history, I think. An 88 promo, all John Cena. And he tells Brock Lesnar to come on down and bring out whoever he's got. Brock comes out. Cornette's on the mic. And he says, I have brought with me, from my old stomping ground down in the Ohio Valley, I have gone and I have brought in another face of a company that has long since discarded him. And now he has come back to where he once has been. Out comes Sting. And Sting will tag with Brock Lesnar. He is exclusively on TNA now. I gave him the contract. And they go out and they have an all-right match. How in God's fucking name did John Cena and Billy Gunn have good chemistry? How? This is a lie. I refuse to believe it. Segment rating of 68, and we end the show off fairly well. Financial report, eesh, but that's fine. All right before the pay-per-view, hell yeah. Tri-State up to 30, New England Northwest up to 28, Southeast up to 52, Southwest up to 34, Mid-Atlantic, Mid-South go up. That's very, very good. Just in time. God, that man is very white. Like chalkboard white. Jesus Christ. Go stand in the sun. Oh! Oh! Fuck, he doesn't want to come here. Why don't you want to... Why does nobody want to come to the up-and-coming promotion? I've also decided to hire Becky Lynch and Paige. And I'm sending their ass to developmental. And there's Nikki Cross. AJ Styles' opinion. Tonko needs to learn how to sell. Alright. Fair. Damn. Why is it so difficult? He's probably gonna get hired by WCW. Let's be real here. Alright, well now it's time to finally make this adjustment. Save that. Alright, here we are. Final Resolution 2007. We begin with a pre-show match. Batista versus Jeff Jarrett. Gets a 65. Batista wins with a set-off powerbomb. We start off the actual pay-per-view, though. AJ Styles comes down, and he takes a seat at the open spot on the commentary desk. And it's like, oh, okay, Styles will now be... He can't be in the ring, but he will still be here. He'll be sitting at the desk providing colored commentary with Don West and Mike Tenay. We then follow that up with a match between Hector Garza and Mitsuharu Misawa that actually did pretty good, all things considered. Steve Corino. Ooh, Styles. I should take him off Road Agent. I did that without thinking. Corino beats Michael Shane, a 44 segment rating. We then follow that up Ooh, the tag team ladder match did all right, all things considered. The winners are America's Most Wanted. When James Storm retrieves the titles, AMW are the champions once again. We then follow that up with a promo between CM Punk and Samoa Joe before they go out and they tear down the house and have a great wrestling match. Not great overall. A good chemistry, pretty good chemistry between the two. A pretty good match all in all. We then followed up a Haas Brothers implode. This is going to be it. The final matchup, the rubber match. And AJ Styles was the agent, so that didn't do well. A 45 segment rating. Russ Haas wins in the dog collar match. We then followed it up with the X Division promo. Bob Holly randomly getting a X Division title shot against Kevin Steen. They go out. Oh God, AJ, why? Okay, I'm gonna go make sure of something real quick. Okay, that's Steve. Oh, what are we doing? Put Mickey J in there. There we go. Why are we trying to use the second best guy? Brock Lesnar comes out and has a promo, or he's getting hyped up in the back before they go out and they have their match, a 68. Dwayne comes down, madder than all hell, verbally reprobating, or verbally doing something with Cena. Rock gets hit with an F5, and that is how we end the show, a 64. Could be worse. We'll give that to Punk. Give it to Cena. Actually, we'll give it to Brock. And then we'll give the other one to Cena. Styles is going to be on the commentary desk for a while. Made $71,000. And okay, we actually did some pretty good stuff here. Got 4 bips up there. We got 6 bips in America, 2 bips in Mexico, everywhere in Europe, and everywhere in Australia. Hell yeah, that's not bad. Hey, Billy Fibes. It's been a while. You used to be here. Alright, here we are. Total non-stop action. Explosion number 49. Held in front of 1,200 people in the southeast. The Vision implodes. They all come out and The Rock starts to belittle them. And that's when Tomko and Lance K go, I'm out. And they leave the Vision, leaving it with just Dwayne, Cena, and Russ. And Kit Montana, but he's not here. Because he wanted to be in UPW. Just leaving them alone. We then follow that up. Motor City Machine Guns taking on the Culture Club. I forgot to take AJ Styles out of the road agent thing. That's fine. We'll deal with that in a minute. CM Punk comes out, cuts a promo, goes out. Oh, and no. Russ Haas and Jimmy Rave go out and have a match. Russ Haas wins. They actually have pretty good chemistry. I'm happy to see that. Put up a 49. Lesnar is in the back, and Jim Cornette is just talking. And we have a promo between Mitsuharu Misawa and Sting, where they go out and they have an okay match before the main event. Cena and Joe spar with a war of words, and Cena beats Joe, getting a 17-5 rating on the show. We lost $2,000. And we got one more popularity point in the Southeast, which is great. That's a lot real fast. That is very, very, very good. All right, and we take a look. 326,000 people watched Explosion 49. That's pretty good. Financially, we're still sitting at about $70,000 over, which is pretty good. Workers is really, really low. And we still got one more show to go. Punk and Cena. Cena's taking, I think, a healthy lead. Punk is barely above Savage, but before he was barely below, so swings and roundabouts. Alright, here we go. TNA Explosion number 50, held in front of 1,300 people. We have Dwayne Johnson and the Vision coming out. He cuts a promo saying it's like, oh, you know, the people that left aren't true visionaries. They aren't true people who we can build the company out of, or they're not pillars that we can look to support us when things get tough. But these 3, he points to the 3 behind him, and goes like, these are the true pillars of this company. We then have a match between Mitsuru Misawa and Maven, which gets a 49. Sting comes out, cuts a promo saying he's back and it's showtime. He then goes out, has a match with Hector Garza, and wins that with a Scorpion Death Lock, not a sharpshooter. 56 rating. We then followed up with a promo between the Motor City Machine Guns and CM Punk, and before their 3v3 match against the Brainbusters and Batista, which actually gets a pretty good segment rating. During the match, or like right after it's over, Lance Cade turns on Tomko and the Brainbusters split. Lance Cade is now going to go out on his own, as will Tomko. We then go to the main event, or the penultimate segment, the hype promo for the main event against Brock Lesnar and Kit Montana. That did way better than it had any right to be. And God, am I happy to read that. Brock Lesnar and Jim Cornette are a good pairing. Thank Christ. Segment rating 71. Great way to end off the show with 67. And we lost $5,300. Oof. Let's look. We got Male Wrestler of the Year, Paul Levesque, Triple H. We got Trish Stratus, Female Wrestler of the Year, Company of the Year, the WWE. The Male Tag Team of the Year's Chris Jericho, Lance Storm. Female Tag Team of the Year's Tori Wilson and Joni Laurer. Match of the Year is Rob Van Dam taking on Little Guido in December. Show of the Year was WCW Spring Stampede. Male Young Wrestler of the Year was Mark Briscoe. Veteran Wrestler was Al Snow. Female Veteran Wrestler was Chigusa Nagayo. Most Improved Company was CZW. Male Independent Wrestler of the Year was Kenta. How is Kenta? Oh, you got a major concussion? Come on. I see an 87. God damn it. He doesn't want to come here. I saw an 87 at Technical. I was like, ooh. Miho Wakazawa. Male Manager of the Year was Dwayne. We did get an award. Or The Rock got an award. Michelle McCool, Female Manager of the Year. Play-by-play is Kevin Kelly. Paul Heyman, color commentary. And the same duo. You just can't stop them. They always get it. Starcade number, what is that, 25. With the Japanese flavor to it. The red sun on the white star. Charles Robinson's contract's coming up. And that's it for now. We made $72,839. We had to pay $8,000 in taxes, and our developmental only made $400. Yikers. But that's fine. This was a pretty good month, all things considered. Ticket sales went up, broadcast revenue went up, sponsorship went up, and we made more money on merch. We spent a little bit more for workers, significantly less for bonuses and perks. So, I think this was all in all a pretty good month. Pretty good bounce back month. Made more money than we did back in October when we were doing the weird shenanigans. Just imagine when we get that pay-per-view revenue back, you know, that's going to be a whole nother $100-some thousand. We're going to be sitting pretty good at that point. That's still like 10 months away, unfortunately for me, because of boneheaded decisions on my part. But I digress. Nothing new there. But now it's time to go to the end of the year awards. Brock Lesnar is actually dethroned the five-time champ, or five-time award holder AJ Styles. He is the male wrestler of the year for TNA. Not bad. Female wrestler of the year, we don't have one. Male tag team, Lance Cade and Tomko. They're not a tag team anymore, but thanks, they got the award. Male young wrestler of the year was Kevin Steen. I believe that. Male veteran wrestler was Bob Holly. He's the first guy to get that award. We had to make it for him. Match of the year was AJ Styles defeating CM Punk and Brock Lesnar on a random TV taping. Card of the year was Against All Odds 2007. That's the second year in a row Against All Odds got a big pop on the rating. But that, I mean, just look at that from one year to the next, 15 point difference in the rating. Very good. Male Wrestler of the Year, Dwayne Johnson. Play Male play-by-play commentator, Mike Tenay. Color commentary, Jim Cornette wins that one. And then Referee of the Year was, again, the 6-time award winner, Mickey J. So that is where we are sitting at. Very good month, very good year. And I will see you all again in the next episode. Have a good night.